Today is September 23rd. It's the second to the last day of my archery elk season here in Washington. Tomorrow's the last day, so I've got 2 days to get it done. I'm on a solo hunt today and most likely tomorrow, so that being said, let's hike up the mountain. There's a bunch of crows flying up here. So it's 9 o'clock right now, and I made it up to the top of this little ridge, and just to my left over here, it's kind of like a saddle, and then over to my right over here, it's also like a little saddle, and then I have this little mini ridge right in front of me where I can glass, and then I pretty much have an entire ridge a little bit further out that I can also glass. And the reason why I decided to come here and just glass is because the elk, they're not talking, which, to be completely honest, I'm not surprised that they're not talking. I might work onto the backside of this mountain later, and then I'm gonna drop down into basically the timber and just timber sneak my way all the way around, loop all the way around, pop out into the clear cuts, and then just drop down back to the truck. If today just comes down to like nothing, then I'm just gonna pack up and drive to a completely different area because just don't feel too confident with that pack of wolves there. Alright, so it's like 6:20 p.m. I haven't been that productive today. I got a text earlier that my two cousins, they spotted some elk, so drove all the way here to meet them and then put the spotter on 2 elk. They said they saw a herd just right below them down here. The one in the wide open right now is a cow, but the one in front, we don't see the head, so we're running out of daylight, so I might try to move and try to get the angle on this second one, but we're gonna just glass until, I don't know, a little bit later, and then go find a spot to camp. Today is the final day for my archery elk season. Yesterday night we spotted some elk. This morning all we did was glass. It's like 8:30 right now, or 8:50 I should say. This morning we located some more elk, and then right now they all headed off to the timber to bed. Right now I'm gonna descend about 1,000 feet and then drop down at the creek and hike up the other side. I know where some of these elk are bedded. I think I know where they are, but I'm assuming there's got to be bulls because there's just a bunch of cows. Got a lot of work ahead of me, so I'm gonna hike down. It is starting to drizzle a little bit, so that's good. Just helps muffle my walking noise a little bit. So I have a pin on OnX of where I last saw the elk when I was glassing way across. So hopefully we go over there and we can make something happen, man. So I made it to the spot where I last saw these 3 cow elk move off into the timber. I believe I last saw them like right here. And they came down like this, and then the trees were blocking my view. And I'm assuming that they just went into the timber. And I'm pretty sure they're bedded in there somewhere. So right now the wind is in my favor. The wind is blowing from the elk to me and up the mountain. So that's good. I'm just gonna wait, let it settle. The wind's kind of ripping, so I'm sure that's muffled quite a bit of the sound that I made coming in here. So I'm still debating on what I want to do. I might hop onto this ridge just to get a vantage point and just kind of blast the other side and this side as well. And then maybe I'll start doing a calling sequence. So I turned this little corner. I saw like a bunch of whitetails like start waving their tail. So I stopped. I put the camera on them. There was a grouse right here. It was probably just staring at me when I was recording the deer. And then finally it just decided to take off. Scared the crap out of me. Those are 4 does. I was just sitting right there earlier. If I'd stayed put, they would have walked right up to me. So I don't have much daylight left, and all that means is archery elk season is a wrap for me. 12 days of season, 10 days of actual hunting for me, and just came up short. 124 miles hiked on foot in those 10 days. Once it's pitch black, then I'm just gonna hike back to the truck and then call elk season good. Archery elk season ended 10 days ago. It is now muzzleloader season. The opener for muzzleloader was yesterday. And so today I'm out here with my cousin Kong, cousin Timothy, and my cousin Sue. And right now it's like almost 3 o'clock p.m. So we're just gonna head out and do an evening hunt. Pretty much just try to push today, and then if we don't get anything, we're probably just gonna move spots and see if we can fill Kong's muzzleloader elk tag in the next 3 days, because that's how long he has to hunt. So I'm just tagging along, but I did bring my 30-06 because I can still shoot a bear. So that's the only reason why I have it. If not, I would definitely be saving about 9 pounds of weight if it wasn't for that one reason. So That's one bed. And this right here is a second bed. At least 2 elk, which might just be 2 cows, or a cow in a young bull, or a cow in a spike, or a cow with a herd bull. Who knows? That's fresh though, maybe within the past 24 hours. So the elk are somewhere around here. Anytime you find fresh sign, the elk are not far.
Well, at least we found something.
Yeah.
It's kind of brown.
Yeah.
It's kind of old.
There we go. Did you find it? I was here. Alright, so we've been hiking around. It is so humid. We side hilled the bottom or the lower part of this mountainside. We side hilled and then we cut up about 300 feet elevation. And then we're side hilling back because we're gonna go back to the clear cuts and glass it for the evening. And along this entire ridge, we have not been able to find water at all. And we're just walking through this stuff, and voila, wallow. There's another one right over here, and these wallows, we can tell it's been hit. The elk, the animals, bears, whatever, they're actively using these wallows because first, you can see the footprints around the wallow, and then second, there's no water source at all. At least we don't know of any running creeks on this side of the mountain. So if they have to drink, this would be a good spot for them to come and drink. There's one right there. This entire side right here, you can see it's just so green because there's a lot of water, a lot of moisture for the plants to grow. Mark these on our map. We're just gonna keep side hilling until we hit the clear cuts, and hopefully we see something and shoot something. It's 12 o'clock, but we've been hunting for right about 6 hours now. Just nothing, no fresh sign, no elk, no bugles, no cows, nothing. Basically no sign of elk life. No sign of life, really. So we've been walking high, we walked low, we went up, we went down, we timber sneaked, we walked the roads, we're in the open, we're glassing. Just nothing. Alright, so it's right around 3 o'clock. Today's October 6th. So we've been hunting hunting this muzzleloader season for the past like 3 days or something like that, and it's just been dead. It's just slow. The elk aren't talking. We haven't even seen an elk. Haven't really seen anything. Kong and I, we went out this morning and same story. It's just dead. Today, I thought it was like 70 degrees. It turns out it's basically 90 degrees, which explains it because when we were hiking in the sun, it was so hot. So right now we just pulled up to a little dead end and Kong's taking a nap. So we're parked by a stream, and so we're gonna go fishing and see if we can catch some fish for dinner tonight. Right now, I've got just a good old stick for my fishing pole, and then to one end of my awesome fishing pole, I just have this little fishing line tied onto there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have 4-pound mono, and then I just have a generous leader tied to my hook. So that's my hook. I'm using a treble hook. This is a size 16 treble hook, and then I just put a piece of night crawler on there. So that's pretty much it. We got no reel, no nothing. It's just a stick, some fishing line, a hook, and our piece of bait, and we're gonna go see if we could catch some mountain trout, because that's what's up here. I believe these are brook trout. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the hunting, but we'll see. Oh, that was a couple bites. Oh, that's a fish.
Don't let it go, don't let it go.
Well, there you guys go. You guys can see these fish are not big at all, but for the mountains, I'll take it. So for anybody that's familiar with steelhead fishing, this is pretty much drift fishing, just on a much smaller scale. So this little fast part right in front of me right here, all I'm doing is I'm just casting upstream, and then I'm just letting my worm just flow with the current. Once it gets to the bottom, just take it back and then throw it back up top. Just let it flow. Just try to feel for any bites along the way. That's what we've been doing this whole time, and that's what we've been catching fish off of. But I don't know, right now it's kind of dead, so might have to move to a different spot, either downstream or upstream, but we'll see. this way?
Yeah, he went that way. It's too thick, dude. Oh, I could have went both ways, dude.
That was the most action we had all day.
Yeah. Well, I had action with the grouse, but
Oh yeah. We found no action with elk, so had to find action with the rabbit. Oh well.
it's okay. This little guy was too fast for us. You know that little hill? He was on top of there for like maybe 2 seconds.
He was like, nope.
Yeah. He's